I'ma go around the town, up in my way, up in my shit. Niggas be making a sound. Niggas don't wish where I'm from. Ride till we making it out. Hey. Ride till we making it out. Hey. Look. Go around the town, up in my way, up in my shit.
To the 20th episode of the Juice Podcast. This is Jose with me.
Selling that fish.
Oh, well, I guess fucking Frankie,
Juma, your boy Juma.
and this fucking guy.
Nah, Frankie, of course, but fuck, it's usually Juma goes second.
Bruh.
That's why.
Bro, when Andy says I'm recording, y'all just gotta jump into it.
Dude, right? Professional broadcasters.
Oh fuck. And Frankie,
Y'all.
of course.
Who? I just played.
Damn, my
And
bad.
today,
I don't know why I'm laughing.
They just brought up their shuffling.
Yo, hold on now.
No, bro.
oh damn,
That is not what
Yo.
happened.
we got
No,
Jamal
no,
with us from the Tru100Radio.
What's up, guys?
So you're a shuffler?
I'm not a
Not no more. You're retired.
Damn, you shuffling?
Jamal held it down.
It was a one-time thing.
Did he? Yes or no?
I held it down, but bro.
Oh,
trust me, I held
no
it down.
held it
fucking
down,
way.
bro.
Listen, I even came to school in the attire, bro.
Snapback
Cargo
and all?
shorts, double Nike
Bro,
socks.
Jamal was doing jumps and
snapback.
everything, bro.
Yo.
Fucking swiping the floor.
I was in that shit,
You
bro.
sound like you was back.
I committed
swear,
to it.
bro, he was
I even
throwing
wore the
gravel at him.
I even wore the glasses without the
Frankie
lenses.
sounds like he was looking up to you, dog. He was like, bro, I
Yo,
wish I could
Frankie's my
shuffle
guy,
like
bro.
that.
I was there.
my guy, bro. What?
I was in the back.
I want those Nike socks.
Like, I don't.
Fucking red
Only had
flannel.
one pair.
Nah,
With
nah,
the
I didn't
Bulls
wear
hat, with the
flannels, bro.
red
It's too
Bulls
hot.
hat.
I was walking everywhere. It's too hot.
You know
to
what's
wear
funny?
flannels.
I talk shit on flannels all throughout high school. Now I wear flannels now.
Bro, that's crazy.
It's crazy how
I
full
literally
circle
just
that
got
came.
my first flannel like a month ago.
Yeah,
True?
like the pandemic changed me.
I
you know,
swear to
just
God,
started
bro.
wearing
My
flannels.
first
and
flannel
shit.
ever, bro.
Like a
I'm mad at
lesbian.
it.
Shouts to lesbians though. Can I say
Fuck
that?
a lesbian.
I just didn't. Can I say that on your podcast? Sorry, I'm used
That's
to
fucked up.
talking shit on my podcast, so I just didn't. I don't know how other podcasts work.
We're flannels all the time.
Shouts to lesbians. though.
Yeah, shout out.
Wait a minute.
Wait a second.
They didn't even know they was gonna
Frankie
get
wears
shot.
flannels all the time. Like, what
Hey, it's like once in a while.
the- all of a sudden, he's like, I ain't no lesbian.
Yeah, it's been a couple months. Alright.
Damn.
Well, thanks for having me, guys.
No problem.
Yeah,
No problem, bro. Thanks for coming.
I done seen this podcast start kind of wicked, you know?
Yeah,
Salute
this
to Jamal,
is
bro.
nuts. I always
Bro,
have to.
genuine ass energy, bro.
I always
It's
have to
just
bring
been
some
regular.
chaos to
Yeah,
new
real
places,
shit,
man.
dog.
Shout out to Andy. Andy's been. I've been fucking with Andy for like a minute. It's been like 2 years, right?
Oh, shit?
Yeah,
For sure.
I'm always talking shit in Andy's studio. Like, every time I come to Andy's studio, I just. start
Damn,
some
so how
shit
long
in
you been
Andy,
fucking
bro.
with Andy? What was good?
Well, I mean, I only know him through YBG and Viliami.
Okay.
Right, right.
Cozy Cloud. Damn, I always forget his name, and then I always forget his face when I see him. Producer Crow Cooks.
Crow
Yeah.
Cooks, all right.
Shout out to Crow
That's my
Cooks.
guys.
It's funny.
All OC heads, Crow Cooks, Billy Ami, YBG.
Yes.
OC heads.
Don't forget those names. But
Yeah,
funny story
definitely.
about Crow Cooks. So I
Come
did
on.
it. I did an interview with Crow Cooks on
All
my podcast, The Morning Routine, Tru100Radio. Granted, it was a Zoom interview, you know,
Right.
but like I mean, I saw his face. Like,
Was this mid-pandemic or?
mid-pandemic? Like
All right.
around the start of the pandemic, I want
For
to say.
sure. You were just doing Zoom calls or?
Yeah.
All
yeah.
right.
So like all of our podcasts were strictly on Zoom at the time. And
All
then
right.
one of the first events that we had like outside, well, that we went to outside, was a show. I want to say, I forget where it was at, but it was like a show where everybody was at.
Mm.
And white dude standing next to me, bro. And you know, it's like, yo, Jamal, man, it's nice to finally meet you. You know, what's up? How you doing, bro? Like, I've been listening to the podcast. Like, it's dope. And I was like, cool, man. Like, thanks. You know, I'm
Yeah,
always kind of
yeah,
just like
no.
humble and kind of just like,
Just a fan,
you know, I was like,
yeah.
hey, you know, 6 feet, you know, you feel me? And I'm kind of just like just standing, and I'm kind of still like standing there, and he's like standing next to me still. And like
Right.
my boy Noah walks up, and no, Cozy Cloud walked up, and he was like, yeah, man, you know, hey, did you talk to Crow Cooks? And I was like, no, I didn't see him. Where's he at?
Mhm.
And he was like, standing right next to you. I was like,
Mm.
what?
Oh,
I
so that
looked-
was your first introduction to him?
In person.
Oh, hell yeah.
But like I'm talking, like we're having like a 5-minute conversation about Crow Cooks as if I was, you know, as if he wasn't standing there.
Oh, word.
I wasn't talking shit, but it was
Yeah,
like,
like you just
yeah,
didn't
like-
know who he was.
like I interviewed this guy,
yeah,
and like, you know,
you're just speaking to this guy. Like
I hear about this guy all the time.
Yeah.
He made all these beats that all
Yeah,
these
no, I
artists are
get you, I
performing
get
right
you.
now. Like, where the fuck is this guy? And then he was standing next to me the whole time, but he had a haircut, you know. He's one of those guys where he's kind of just like standing in the
long
cut.
hair now.
Yeah, he's got long hair now,
long
but like
hair.
he's standing there with his hands in his pockets and shit. And I was like, bro, you're Crow Cooks. Like, why don't you lead off with that?
Word.
Like, my introduction probably would have been a lot better. Like, oh shit, Crow Cooks. Like, But he was like, you didn't recognize me from interviewing me? And I was like, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, bro. That was a year ago.
I feel you.
Like,
I feel you.
You know, when you, I don't know, like I kind of just,
yeah.
that too. And like, you know, I work around kids, so, you know, I see different faces all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a pretty social person, not by like choice. It's kind of just like by circumstance, given my status as a podcaster and stuff like that, right? So
Yeah.
I'm around, like I meet a lot of different people within this bubble of the music scene. So,
Hey, so how'd you even get into that then if you're not even like a social person like that?
dude, okay.
So I know you from high school. So
yeah,
I know
so-
like to me you're always social, but to find out like you
It's
really
funny.
don't feel like
Okay,
you're a social person.
so you know, me and Frankie went to Buena Park High School. Shout out to Buena Park. Isaac too. Isaac,
Yeah, Isaac
kind.
was
Oh
there
yeah,
for a little
right.
bit.
You guys are Kennedy guys, right? It's fine. Yeah, whatever. Go start a Kennedy podcast. He said,
Hey,
"Hey,
I'm gonna talk about shit, but it's
He's
fucked up.
having
I
a
met
shoot
them
back.
I met Jamal at Kennedy, but
I know like half of Kennedy, and I'm over here talking shit. You know?
hey, so-
Yo, no, you're mad at. I promise you, I'm not mad at none of it. bro.
But no, like so, you know, in high school, yeah, I was like a social person. Like I knew damn near everyone. Then you know, I was in different like social spaces and circles, but you know, mainly I was with the football team because that was like my safe space, right? You know, I was kind of.
And then he was shuffling. He was out there in these streets.
It was a phase. You know how everybody has their phases in high school and shit.
I don't.
You don't remember that?
Just kidding.
You've been the same.
I did, bro. I did.
nigga.
I'm lying. I was jerking.
See,
I was
okay,
shuffling.
look, I was jerking too.
I did all that.
We did all
I was
that.
like-
Everybody was jerking.
Yeah,
It was like COVID.
Yeah.
The,
Hey,
Hey, you lying?
the
I want
jerking
to see.
craze.
I want to see you do it right now. Then
Jerking and
You're
COVID.
not even
Stop
down,
it,
bro. What you trying
Oh,
to do?
you're
on
not
camera,
even
bro?
down.
I'll
Stop
do
it,
it, but
bro.
I
Pin drop right now, bro.
Frankie.
Pin drop?
Hey, I could probably pin drop, but I ain't getting up. Though. I ain't getting up.
I was like, no, Frankie's
promise you I would not
on
get up
injured
right now.
reserve. This
Oh.
I would have ran it up. I would have.
I was gonna do it for a second. I did that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I would have ran it
He's about to start going in a circle right
up.
now.
Andy, play your jerk real quick. Hold on.
We just spring on the side like,
Yeah.
He hit that.
No
shit.
beat. We just
get
got.
that shit.
I know, yeah. He's going. The beat's in your mind, bro. You just gotta think about the beat.
like
Just
most
put the
of the
headphone
time,
in
yeah.
your. You feel me? Shit, just like they used to back in the day.
Fuck that. We got Jamal. He's gonna start
Yo.
beatboxing and shit.
Bro, dude. Just thinking about that
Oh,
time,
shit.
that was a crazy ass time, dude.
Everything was,
Like,
bro. It was.
what were we doing, man? Like,
Bro, I remember people do that shit at the gas station right there by the junior high.
yeah.
Y'all are whack.
That ass
Bro,
cruising
listen,
shit, huh?
Listen, Buena Park is a
Bro,
special
I-
place.
Buena
all right?
Park is different.
That's
Buena
just
Park is
fucking
different,
wild.
bro. I was talking about Anaheim with Santa Ana. And, hey, when you step into Buena Park, you in a whole, you in the Matrix for real.
I
Like,
feel you.
Buena Park is
Different
so-
types of shit from people you wouldn't expect. Bro.
Buena Park is so fucking crazy, bro.
I swear, bro, you cannot judge a book by its cover.
You can't, bro. It's not just Knott's Berry Farm in Portos, bro. I'm telling you. Once you pass that Denny's in fucking St. Pius,
Oh.
there's a project building right next to St. Pius.
That's
Yeah,
crazy
there
that you
is.
even say that. That's
Bro,
like
listen. Man.
people know the areas that you're even speaking of.
I've
You know
walked-
when you say those places,
Bro, I feel like
Yeah.
I've walked every single square mile of Buena Park, bro.
Word.
Like, just growing up and just being a menace
Yeah,
in the streets, bro. Not by myself, with friends.
yeah.
And I was always the smartest one in my group, so let's just kind of
Jamal was not the
let's just.
We
not-
gonna
yeah.
ask.
I was not the bad influence.
We gonna
at all.
ask. You know,
Like
when
I
they
was,
come.
I was an influence, but I wasn't the bad influence. You
I
know,
feel you. I feel
like
you.
once the influence was kind of out there, I was the person. I was like, you know what, fuck it, let's do it.
I feel you.
You know,
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like those experiences make you know your area, because without those, like, you know, fucking single times you want to go out or just. Because realistically, I feel like I fucking agreed to most of the times, like, they were never my plans.
mm-hmm.
The homies were trying to do some shit, you know? Niggas wanted to go out, and I'm like,
Exactly.
realistically, bro, I'm just not trying to go home, so we're gonna stay out, and I'm down to roam the areas and shit. So
Yeah, and I grew up with older kids, so they always was like, yo, take the back streets everywhere,
Mhm.
just in case. Cause you know, growing up black, you know,
Yeah,
Orange County,
nah, deaf, bro.
you know,
You
just
gotta be
That's
in the
how it
cuts,
is.
Gotta make
bro.
sure.
You gotta
Yeah,
be in the
you know.
cuts all the
Shit, he taught us
time,
how to
bro.
do it.
Yeah.
Use all the back
So-
roads.
I still drive like that. I still drive like I
I
don't
take
have a
the back
license.
street.
I don't take no
Real
mainstream.
shit.
Bro, the last 2 years,
Like for real.
I was driving with an expired
Nah,
registration.
ask
bro.
this every time I see a cop, bro.
Bro.
I got all my shit on me, bro. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's just like
know what I
a
mean?
natural
Like, it's
cat.
just
You know,
natural,
like,
bro.
I got
Actually,
like-
Andy could attest to it. Every time I came up here, because since my tags were expired,
Mhm.
I'd be outside every like 5 minutes checking on my car to see if like,
No
the
way,
bro,
Yeah, I feel
that-
That's
I feel it.
I'd have to like
Then
the Andy with the head.
and then eventually I was kind of just like, you know what, I'm kind of tired of kind of just like walking out here every 5
Yeah.
minutes and interrupting
Yeah,
and
you just
shit.
get to the point where
So
you're
I
just
like
if it's
I
gone,
like
it's
backed
gone.
into like this parking spot over here, like hidden in the trees and shit, because I had a smaller car. So I was like, nobody's gonna look in this corner right here. where
You
my
on the
car is.
quest to hide your car,
bro? I did everything and anything.
You got the
to make
GTA
sure
5 stars.
Nobody's.
Hey, bro, those two, bro, because they didn't have the
Bro.
helicopter on them, all right?
You just gotta post up,
Bro,
bro.
I
And a
lived
random
it.
cut.
And he came to Andy's.
I lived it, bro. Like,
I
listen.
feel you. I feel you.
Because you know you don't want to get that embarrassment of walking out and everybody seeing your car
Nah,
get towed. That's
dead,
kind
bro.
of it's kind of wild.
Hey,
you know?
stop.
It's kind of wild.
You
Or like
run
being
down on
or
the
like
tow
being on a
truck
date
guy.
with the chick and then your car get towed and then she's like, "What are you
Yeah.
gonna do now?"
And
And I
you
was
guys
like,
both walk out and you guys are both looking for your car.
I was like,
Hey,
oh,
it was right here. I swear to God.
I was like, who took my car?
Ooh,
You know, huh? Like
This
what,
shit beyond me.
bro? You know, so
Hey, yo.
you know, crazy times, man. But you
Nah,
know,
that's funny
I'm
shit.
human. You know, I'm not perfect.
that's funny
Where were
as
we?
shit.
At? Oh no, so me and Frankie in high school, right?
Yeah.
Me being social. Yeah, you
I
know,
appreciate you knowing
Yeah,
where the
getting
hell to
into-
even get back to you. I was
getting
lost.
into this. So I guess
It's
fast
professionalism.
forward.
He does this
Yeah,
for a
right.
living.
Nah, you know what you're doing. Go off.
Hey man, look, I just like podcasting and talking shit. So this
Yeah,
is
no,
fun.
honestly, bro.
But nah. So fast forward to 2015. I stopped playing ball at Fullerton College. I was playing football with Eli,
Okay.
fucking guy. And I was kind of like in this weird space of like, you know, I was in my early 20s
True.
when I was like 21. And I was like, yo, all right, what's next? Like, what do I do? And my mom, she's a publicist, so she's worked in the music industry for like 30 years now.
Oh, wow.
And, you know, she's a journalist. You know, she's kind of done it all. She's worked at
thinking I
BET.
could ask another question.
Worked
but
at the
nah,
source.
go off about you, bro.
That's a whole nother thing, you know?
So-
That's sick, bro.
So I say all that to say, like, I kind of figured out my lane kind of quickly, but not like, because I didn't feel like I was good at first
Mm.
in the journalism space. Because, you know,
Why is that?
Because I was still a football player, right? Like I was still in the mindset of
It was just like making the transition, or like
making the
in terms
transition.
of you thinking like you're not capable, or
How
The
long
fir-
did you play football before you had to make the transition?
what, 3 years?
Like total.
Well, in college, 3 years. So I mean, I didn't play football till I was 13 because my mom didn't want me to play football because of how barbaric the sport was.
Mm.
And it was like, oh, you're getting your brains bashed, you're gonna end up with a brain injury. I was like, no, you know, I gotta get hit to, you know, I'm not gonna get hit.
Mm.
Ended up playing defensive tackle, bashed my brains in, got a concussion. So she was right. But fuck it, we ball, you know?
Nah, I get you, bro.
So
You kind of like have to like disacknowledge
Ball out
parents'
here,
advice and like I'm a trial and error.
Yeah.
Like, you know, at times it's like, damn, you were probably right, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
because as much as I love baseball,
Mm.
I didn't want to be the only nigga at Buena Park playing baseball.
Word.
Why not? Fuck it.
First off, our team sucked.
True.
Uh,
Secondly,
So Buena Park was trash.
Don't ever talk about
One
Kennedy
sport.
like that.
one sport.
He said
bro.
one
Bro.
sport.
One sport, bro.
No, just kidding.
You walking out Buena Park gym, we got
Just
banners, sir. All right, they might be from the '80s, but we got
Look at
banners.
that, look at that. They mad at me that your team sucked. I didn't do anything.
Listen, hey, nah, we almost played you guys in the
Yeah,
playoffs in football, but y'all had to,
word.
y'all lost to.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do
Yeah,
that.
y'all-
Don't
y'all
do that.
didn't do your
Don't
job.
do that. You try to just tell
Matter
them
of
that,
fact,
nah,
what
nah,
year?
nah.
2012?
I think I was there for that game.
Yeah,
when
you
they
guys went all the way.
lost.
Nah. We lost to Foothill on a
Alright.
bad kick. Yeah, we lost by 3.
That sucks, honestly.
Yeah.
I can't even say like you guys weren't better than the team. Like to me, like a field goal is it doesn't.
We should
quantify,
we
like,
should have won that
somebody being
game.
better than you know.
Like he, you know.
Yeah,
But it used to keep me up at night. but,
Isaac.
You know, now I
yeah. Behind the camera.
Yeah, Isaac
Oh,
with the Raiders
damn.
Chargers game. Olivia, you're there.
Oh
too.
yeah, similar to the
Olivia, you're
Raiders
there too.
Chargers,
Jose.
except there are
that
no
was a
timeouts
bullshit
called.
game. Stop playing.
Nah, bro. Go Raiders.
Yo, Raiders.
Hey, look, shout out Derek Carr. Derek Carr had to do what needed to be done, bro.
I'm just saying, like a kick don't quantify you being better than the other team. So I get you.
But the kick
It
gets
does
a
a
dub.
dub.
It
The
does,
kick gets a
bro.
dub.
Dub's a dub.
You're right. I can be mad all I want.
Right?
Damn.
But yeah, so my mom
God damn.
so my mom, she went to Cypress College at
Okay.
the start of her college. So I transferred from Fullerton to Cypress
All right.
and hopped in the journalism program. And the first time I walked in there, it was crazy because it just kind of opened my eyes to like this whole new world. Like I was aware of like nerd culture and like, you know, broadcasting and all this shit, but I wasn't like as into it. So like, you know, all the nerds are in this group, right? So it's kind of just like I'm still like in the mindset of, oh, I'm a football player, I'm a jock, I'm cooler than these kids.
Mm-hmm.
But
It's funny because the jock's thinking the same thing about you, huh?
bro, I end up being the outcast of the group because I have this mindset. It's like I'm not gonna hang out with these people. Like
Right.
this is dumb. I'm just gonna show up to class, do what I need to do, and fucking mind my business. And the advisor, Mr. Mercer, was my mom's advisor. So when he recognized my last name, he was like, "Are you Octavia's kid?" I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Come to my office." And so he showed me like he had like books of like all of her work
Damn.
because she was the editor in chief for
Yeah.
2 years. And
To me, it's just like showing investment. Like,
bro,
she-
and she brought
genuinely
like,
interested in
she
you,
brought
you know?
hip hop journalism to Cypress College. Like
All
they
right.
weren't covering hip hop at all.
Damn.
Crazy shit.
So like
Yeah,
she was
that's
going to
kinda
shows.
really
and-
fire.
Yeah, so like
that's
one of the
fire,
first
yeah.
things she did out here in Orange County, there used to be the spot, I forget the name of it now, but like a lot of like huge hip hop acts would perform at this spot, and it was in Anaheim.
Okay.
And she covered the Fugees when they came here.
Damn.
And that was on the front page of that newspaper.
I fuck with him.
Right,
That's
so-
kind of
My
yeah.
mom
I
used
gotta.
to bump that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that
he
hits, bro.
He
That
showed me the
hits.
shit,
That
and like
hits.
I've always known about my mom's career, like
Right.
her writing in the Source, her
But then when you
her
hear the name, who you're just
interviewing
like, oh,
Snoop
okay.
and all these things, and I was like, dude, okay, but like that point, it kind of sunk in my head, like, oh shit, like, am I supposed to be like made to do this? Like, how am I supposed to top that? Right? Like, what am I gonna bring to Cypress College that's gonna kind of help change the landscape of this, like she did? Like, this is fucking pressure now,
Yeah,
like, you know.
yeah, you got some.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
you know,
gonna say,
yeah, I got some shoes to fill. So I go home and call my mom, and I was like, yo, like, Mercer's gonna be on my ass now. She goes, yeah, like, he was hard on me too. And he's like, so get your shit together. Like, if this is what you want to do, like, put your all into it. And I've always kind of been that person. Like, if I'm gonna put my all into something, like, I'm gonna make sure I'm successful.
Right.
Yeah.
And that was kind of like a selfish mindset.
Yo, shouts to
at
Mercer,
first.
bro.
Yeah, shout out to rest in
I ain't
peace.
gonna lie.
Rest in peace, Mr. Mercer.
Actually, rest in peace, Mr.
I know,
He's
bro.
90-year-old white
No,
man.
no,
They all
still
go.
saying.
But yeah, no.
No, I'm just saying.
So, you know, go to Cypress College and, you know, I'm, you know, kind of like riding the surface. Like, you know, I'm still kind of trying to chase my football dreams and be a journalist, you know. But Mercer, I'm like halfway through my first semester there. He kind of was like, yo, all right, like, you're either all in with this or you're not in this. Like, you're just one of those one semester kids. I'll give you a C and you can go back to try and play football and,
Right.
and not making it to the NFL. As soon as he said that, I was like, you know what, right? I'm not going to the NFL. I'm in. So then I started taking it serious and started doing all these dope stories, and, you know, then I started like getting respect and cred with the group.
True.
So they started bringing me in more and teaching me about a lot of shit, bro. Like, man, I can tell you all about the new 52 now. It's comic book shit. See,
All right.
y'all was looking at me confused.
I
See,
was,
look,
bro.
yeah, look,
I
you
was
know?
confused.
Um,
I'm just saying in terms of like what did Mercer bring you in towards? Like, he kind of made you just feel like, fuck the sports, you should just do the journalism?
Yeah,
or-
so he saw I had a potential and I had a personality for broadcasting.
Okay.
So
You kind of just made the transition. You were just
Yeah.
like, yeah.
he was like, you're a great writer, but like I feel like you're boxing yourself in. Like you're putting too much pressure on yourself to
Okay.
meet deadlines to write. Because I'd be sitting at a computer and just being like, fuck this shit. Like if I could just talk into this and just get the story out that way.
What type of writing, if you
could.
don't mind me asking real quick?
I did music and sports.
Okay.
So, you know, I
And that
would
was at the
cover-
college, you're just
Yeah, the
kind of
college
like,
sports. So we're doing like the local college sports and stuff.
Okay.
You know. So the next semester, that summer, you know, we're all hanging out and partying and shit. And
Mhm.
I was kind of just like, yo, like, how come we don't have a college radio station?
true.
And one of the advisors was like, oh, like they haven't had one in like 10 years.
station.
And I was like, are you serious? And like, yeah, like, I mean, the radio equipment is in the studio, but like nobody uses it because they don't want to learn how to use it.
Right.
I was like, well, fuck, I'll use it. Like,
Yeah, I have no
What?
money to charge and shit. Like, you just gotta
So
go learn
that
music.
night, YouTube University, probably the greatest degree I ever had. And I went to USC, but
That's the most, bro. That's the most
Damn.
Only one that he
prestigious
just-
university. I swear.
I went and
dude.
just fucking studied. I was like, so what kind of equipment do we have? And my boy,
Hey, real
Eric-
quick, how do you choose which YouTube videos are not boring? You just kind of just.
Oh,
So-
that's
So
true.
here's a tip.
Bro, I feel like that's the like.
So
I'm not
I give him
opposed-
like 20, 30
I'm not
seconds.
Yeah.
opposed to learning,
So-
but these guys on YouTube, God, damn.
Everybody will shoot for the first one
they
that you
talk like
see
that?
with the most
Monotone
views, right?
motherfucker.
Yeah, it is boring. That's why George wants me to do like tutorials, and I was like, that's too much work.
Yeah, I feel like that work, bro.
That's too much
I'll
work,
listen
too much
to tomorrow.
recording, fucking
Yeah,
editing.
That is
like,
a lot of work and shit, though.
we can only do so much at Tru100Radio right now.
Mhm.
But I kind of scrolled down and kind of was like, like the top video, they'll probably give you like information you want, but like it's not gonna be as in depth. So
Right.
I like the boring shit. Like I want to learn, because I want to be perfect at it.
I feel you.
You know, so
That's fire, bro.
I probably spent
I
like,
just see your motivation,
bro,
Yeah,
the
it's
next
different.
6 weeks before that next semester started, I just learned that radio programming, bro, and just about broadcasting, producing, fucking. I took a music theory class, like,
Damn,
bro,
all this
All in,
self-talk.
like,
I
all in.
was all in.
Yeah.
So by the time that next semester started, I was a broadcasting editor, and I had this terrible ass show called Spotlight News.
Why? Wait, so why you say terrible?
So it started off as a pre-recorded show, right?
Okay.
So I have lines. I'm talking into a camera, and it's
You
like
wrote the lines, or
No.
all right?
So yeah, so someone's writing lines for me. I got to read it off a teleprompter. It
You-
just didn't
You
feel
didn't like that. Yeah,
It didn't feel like me. Like I looked like an
You're
idiot
just funnier
staring
than
at
that
a
person.
camera, just fucking reading.
Kinda, like,
It's not like I don't know how to read,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's like, fuck, this is like you can tell, like
Yeah.
I'm staring at a teleprompter.
yeah, you can tell it's not fucking
I be
Jamal.
thinking I want to do acting until I feel like somebody got to write my lines.
Hey, no.
I feel like all acting is
but so
improv,
acting-
No, this is stupid.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say this.
yeah,
I know my
bro.
character.
You feel me?
acting and reading off a teleprompter,
Yeah,
they're kind of hand in
almost
hand,
go
but they're
up,
not.
yeah.
Because the acting you have a little bit more.
I'm just saying in
leeway.
terms of somebody giving you lines, you're just like, damn.
Yeah. So we did 10 episodes of that, and I was kind of just like, yo, this is trash. And me and my coworker Maximo, who writes for the Rams now, actually.
Okay.
Shout out to my man Maximo.
Fuck the Rams though.
He was like, and it's it's funny
Had to slide it
because
in, bro. I'm sorry. Bro.
he
Come on.
left broadcasting to go play football at Fullerton for you.
All right.
So I was like, holy shit.
Did he win a ring?
Yeah, they won a ring that year. And I was hot.
Del Rock
Like,
won
I
a
was
ring.
fucking hot. Yeah.
Same team, bro.
So
DJ and shit. It's my niggas.
So when that happened, and I was like, "Fuck!" He went back to playing football. Like
Mhm.
maybe I can. Fuck, I'm still in shape. Like shit, but I can do both because they had the CRTV class. And,
Right.
I can just do it there. And then of course, I had to get talked down, and then I used the radio equipment to go live. So that's when I learned how to use YouTube Studio and the early format of OBS when it was just fucking basic. Like now it's kind of like crazy and
What's
a lot
OBS?
How long
so
ago was
it's
this?
it's what a lot of Twitch streamers use.
Okay.
Yeah, to kind of make their stuff go crazy. It's pretty cool. This was 2017 now. So we start doing sports broadcasting, and I'm broadcasting the games by myself. So here's how it was. Like at the time, I was a person. I was like, I want this done right, so I'd rather do it by myself than have a team. But there was two people I trusted within this broadcasting program. It was two people that I thought, could have a future in this, and that I could
Right.
mold them.
Yeah.
And it was crazy. I could think like I can teach somebody and mold somebody to kind of take over after me as I'm still learning about this shit. But I don't know. I just felt like I had that power, so I did it. And my boy Keenan and my boy Frankie, he went to Kennedy as well. Shout Frank Gennaro, man. So it was me and Keenan doing color commentary. Frankie was my lead producer, and then we just found two random kids in the class and was like, hey, come to the gym at 6:00. You're getting credit for this. Just fucking.
It was a class?
It was for the class, but we were doing the extracurricular shit. So,
Oh yeah.
so I was like, yo, this is for this is for credit in the class. Some of you guys are failing. So just fucking just man the camera and just listen to my instruction on to tell you what to do. So we did that, and mind you, so to set this up, I'm the worst fucking punctual person of all fucking time. Dude. Like my watch
to me,
bro. My watch is my watch is on CP time right now. You feel me, bro?
Damn.
I'm late every fucking where. It's just it's not even a habit. It's just how I am now.
to be honest, I just feel like I'm
starting to get like that too.
You feel
bro.
me? Like
I'm gonna make it up.
bro. My
That's
presence.
what
I hate
I just tell people like,
I'ma
I'll be
make
there when
it.
I be there.
My presence is a present. Like,
Nah.
what are you gonna do? Not do the shit without me?
Talk about
So,
Well, see, you're in that position to do that.
but so I'm saying this to Mercer though. Like Mercer's blowing my shit up. Like, yo, Jamal, where are you? You know, they just started warming up.
Yeah.
Like, where are you? Like, nothing's set up. I was like, they know how to set it up. I'm almost there. Like, I'm on my way. Granted, this is the time when I didn't have a car, so I'm walking to Cypress College from my house. I didn't live far. Like, I live like on the other side of San Antonio Park, and then down Holder, and I'm right there.
OC
So yeah, OC shit.
Nah,
you
we
know.
juiced up, bro. We need all these streets mentioned. I
crazy.
promise
So-
you, bro.
I
I
used
promise
to
you.
deal with that walk too, because I used to have to walk to the.
So
Chevron
when
right
you
there.
walking
Yep.
past Eddie's,
Yeah, of course. I stop there all the time to get blunt wraps, and cupcakes before games.
That's
For
crazy.
Because I had to smoke a
sure.
blunt before the game to come.
Yeah,
This is when I
nah.
smoked weed heavily. I don't really do it as much now. 'cause
Nah,
I'm
I
a-
just
I'm
know
a-
the areas you're walking.
Exactly.
From,
You
Yeah, I
know?
know.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So I get there. They just finished warming up when I get there.
Okay.
And Mercer's fucking fuming. I walk into the press box and nothing's set up. My notes aren't fucking ready. Nothing. Frankie and Keenan are just sitting there. So,
Frankie.
So
Nah,
Mercer,
yeah, he
Mercer,
wasn't really.
Mercer pulls me out, and I let him chew me out. Like fuck it. I was like, well, Mercer, you're kind of wasting my time. The game's about to start. So I go in the
You're
press
just ready
box.
to get to work.
I go in the press box, but I like sped up the stairs and like got on the press box, and I closed the door so he couldn't get in. And I locked the door. I fucking tore into Frankie and Keaton. And like they always like remind me about this because I said like when I get angry, I say some shit. Like I mean I talk shit like
I think I've
normally.
only seen you mad like once or twice. Maybe.
It don't take much to get me mad unless we're in a professional space. Like if I need you to do something and you're not doing it, like what the fuck? Like what are you here for? You know?
Right.
So I'm
I'm
tearing
only holding
into
you
him.
up to the standard that I think you could be. at.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I was like, we're getting asked to do something, and if I'm not here, what the fuck did I teach you guys how to do this shit for?
Yeah, it makes everything that we
like,
did.
what the fuck would have happened if I didn't show up? Y'all niggas would have just sat here, just picking your fucking noses the whole game, watching a free basketball
had
game.
Mercer mad at all of us and shit.
Right?
Like,
I was like, bro, like y'all need to step the fuck up.
yeah, realistically.
So after
Honestly,
that,
it just shows like who you're working with as well. So
exactly.
I
So
get you.
after that, I was like, fuck it. Both y'all niggas is manning cameras because we ain't got nobody. So I had them manning cameras and I ran the board, did color commentary on the game. And that was kind of the point where Mercer was like, you know what, this is for you. Like this is your thing. You showed up late, but you got this done and you did it like
Real
there was
quick, my
no
bad to
hiccups.
interrupt. Did you feel like that was your introduction to radio? Like, did you feel like
yes.
that was
Like I felt like
as far
that.
as you know, like I know Mercer
Yeah.
said it was for you, but did you feel like that was your
So that was
your
my-
calling? You know,
That was my kick in the ass and was like, okay, this is what I'm doing. Because after that, after I calmed down, that was probably the best game I ever called.
damn.
Like, bro, like I was doing it with no notes, mind you. I'm looking up these girls' names on my phone, like, and I remember we even watched it back, and I was like,
literally improv.
and I said this live on. I was like, what's this bitch's name again?
Sure, you can't just
And
got a father in the
and
stands,
Mercer, and Mercer goes, "What did you just say?"
You can't
I
just-
hear it in my ear as I'm talking. He was like, "What did you just say?" And I was like, "Oh shit, they can hear me." So I was like, "Oh," and then I said the girl's name, and I was like, "My bad, sorry, I forgot. Hot mics.
yeah.
I'm a college student. So
The whole apology
Jamal
made
just
game.
being himself. and he's
just
like,
me being me. But
I
that was
know,
early
nah, I
on,
get
so
you,
you
I
got to
get
make
you.
these
Yeah,
mistakes, right?
right.
You do, bro.
So
Nah.
that following Monday, I go into the office late. And I'm always supposed to do the introductions for class. Like I'm supposed to, do the news, give shout outs.
You did the announcements
Yeah.
in
But
high school. I was
did it.
skipping all those.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, I did it
was
in high
late
school
all-
and I did it for class. So
Niggas was singing the Pledge of Allegiance.
so did you
You
I
guys
was
was
sitting in the back.
walking in.
I know, bro.
Bit ached.
bro,
Bro,
I lived
I
across,
didn't even know we had assembly.
Jamal
some
was
days,
there.
bro.
I lived across the street from Buena Park and went to
feel
zero
you.
period, came home,
Zero.
came
Yeah, 'cause we
halfway
had
through
lifting for
first
zero
period. Yeah,
period.
because we had our football. Shout out
Yeah,
to Coach.
yeah.
Nah, I don't want to give Coach White a shout out.
Nah,
but we
honestly,
did.
I just
I'll
know
let
how,
you
like,
leave that.
honestly, I know that announcements were in second period, so like
Yeah,
I
ours
knew
were-
the person that
Who does announcements in second period?
Kennedy.
Yeah, Kennedy was a weird school.
Get
bro.
it over with.
It
Like
was
what
Kennedy, bro. We did our shit.
Yeah, bro,
second
Kennedy-
period?
It was that second
Oh,
period.
they were
bro.
making sure everybody was at school to hear it?
Yeah,
That's nuts. Nah, do it at the beginning of the day.
dude, you see
People
the
still
psycho
walking in.
shit that they were doing,
That's nuts.
You see why they're all
Bro.
fucked up? Jamal?
and
Like,
it was a lot, bro.
You see why y'all are
Bro,
See
the
the
average
window?
class, was like 47 minutes. Second period was like
Like an hour and a half,
54,
bro. Oh, no,
55.
but it was
you
like an
know?
hour.
Like,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
you know,
second
an
period is always the
extra-
longest period, huh?
Yeah, extended because of the announcements.
Yeah, and I had
that was
Spanish second period.
Oh, say.
Nah, Jamal never did that shit.
No, it's kidding.
Hell nah. We had a girl sing it. And I remember one time she fucked up because she didn't remember the words. Oh my
fuck am I
god,
listening
bro,
to?
that was it. And I remember she fucked up, and when she finished, I said her full name. I was like, oh,
So give it up for.
give it up for blah blah blah.
He's like, hey, make sure if you see her at lunch, remind her.
I was like, she's
Damn.
walking down the hall now, guys. Go get her. Go get her. Go to the bathroom, guys. Look, she might have her head down, but go get her. You know,
Cut her off.
throw shit at her. She's not American. Yeah,
Just swing the door open. Swing down
Not American.
give her detention. Man. Like,
She thought she killed it. Like,
right?
She was on that Fergie shit, bro.
Don't you hate when you feel like you're doing something right and then like you fuck it up? It's like I feel like all her confidence, like she was like a sophomore,
Bro, she probably wanted to go home after that, bro.
Right.
Just
She
to take
wanted
a day off like that.
bro. Like because Buena Park, when you got embarrassed, bro, people let you fucking know you got embarrassed.
Yeah, bro. Motherfuckers let you.
Oh my god! Like there was this kid. There's this kid. His name was Martin, bro. He would break dance in the middle of the fucking quad every day.
Yeah, bro.
What?
Mind you, he was a little off. Okay, he was a little off. But he would just, bro.
she had the cardboard box set it.
Hell no, just straight concrete.
Yeah.
Spinning on his fucking afro.
Yeah.
Look, bro.
Just
When I
full
tell you
shit
he did it,
everything,
it
bro.
was
Rumble.
fucking clockwork. This nigga would eat his lunch.
Not even let it digest, bro.
He's still chewing and fucking spinning, bro. It was nuts, cuz. And one day,
you got served.
one day, we had like these poles, right? Like at our lunch little lunch spot.
That's
We had
hilarious.
these poles, and he climbed up the pole one time.
Shut up.
He did it upside. Yeah, you don't remember this?
I don't think
He did it upside down, like. So he's doing it like Spider-Man, like stripper style, right? Where he's like fucking like.
That's a crazy.
Nah, see, I walk around for lunch, bro. I don't-
That's the only way I can describe it. We're like,
I can pick
he's upside down.
Stripper style.
And I was like, my thing was, how does he have the upper body strength to do this
Hey,
shit?
you know what the fuck that thing is, bro? Where the fuck was security?
Bro, fucking
Where the
bitch ass
fuck
Ruben
is
is fucking eating donuts in the front and shit.
Hey,
Fucking-
bro, I remember I'd be ditching all the time. Like,
Our security guard was the
Hey, yo,
worst,
nah.
the worst fucking security.
nah, I'd be
Niggas
going to
could have got,
7-Eleven on my
fuck,
lunch.
dude.
and
yeah,
shit,
bro. Niggas could have got shot at our school and he would have been late. But you know, this
The
kid,
EMTs would have been there, cleaned up, and everything. And then he,
he'd be like,
Cops
oh,
would've
what
came
happened?
before
What, what
he's
happened?
like, why nobody call me?
So this kid is climbing this pole,
Eating
bro.
his Burger King.
And it was like the whole school stopped.
That's hilarious.
Teachers, fucking lunch people, fucking,
Everybody
everybody
paid attention to this
stopped,
shit,
bro.
bro.
It was like, what is he gonna do? He gets to the top of the pole and let his hands go. Fell. Got right back up and started breakdancing, nigga. No
Shut the
fucking
fuck up.
bro. I
Bro,
swear
hey, you
to
don't know how
God,
high these
bro.
motherfuckers are unless you went to that school.
I
Yo,
swear
look,
to
you remember the
God,
Supreme
Andy,
Screen?
bro.
Yeah.
Listen, I swear
Remember the
to
guy that
God,
climbed
bro.
Supreme Screen, bro?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what I'd be like.
The same energy, but except that nigga didn't fall. Like he fell, and everyone's like, "Oh shit!" And then he got up
just stuck
and just
watching,
hit some
you know? It
fucking
was one of those.
Run DMC shit. Like, oh my god!
Hey, you're just waiting for. Oh, fuck.
Look at you, Frank. I was just like, "Yo,
Hey, yeah.
what are these special ed kids on, bro?" Like. That changed my life, nigga. Like
They're
I was like,
superheroes,
yo,
bro.
I
They can
need
do so much.
I need to
They're
transfer.
superheroes. I need a transfer.
That was the day where I was like, you know what? Maybe La Vista isn't a bad idea. Like I was like, you know,
You know what?
Sunny
Fuck
Sunny
it.
Hills,
I need to
yeah.
fall and just start.
Bro.
But y'all making my fucking.
Hey,
Shout
none
my
of
dog
y'all
Martin,
checked
but-
on him though. Like y'all just let him be.
He started breakdance like it was nothing. Then we had to
Nah,
go back
bro,
to
like
class,
it was just
bro.
routine, bro. Like whenever you see him, like you already knew, like
He was unfazed. He didn't bleed, no scratches, no nothing. It was like he did this shit before. Like it was crazy.
hey, he practiced
was
that shit at home. Like.
He's been falling off
He's
shit.
all, tomorrow at
This
lunch.
nigga fell, but like
Tomorrow at
it was
lunch,
like
I'm
Jeff
clanging
Hardy,
that
like
bowl.
missing a fucking like jumping off the ladder and missing,
He said
bro.
Jeff Hardy, bro.
Bro,
He was in the mirror like,
nigga stuck his landing
better
like
be
a
Spider-Man.
fuck, bro. Like I remember, like
Bro, no one believes me when I say Buena Park was wild, bro.
Buena Park was fucking crazy, dude. Like
Yeah, I went there for my freshman year, but
That
I seen
was
some
cra-
wild shit.
that was
bro.
probably my
Like,
favorite day of
like,
high school, bro. That was my favorite day of high school.
crying this whole ep.
Bro,
Oh my
like
God.
that was the craziest shit I ever saw in my life. I don't think I've ever. Nah, I've seen some crazy shit in downtown Philly since then. But
Yeah, hey, telling me.
oh my,
A leg broke.
niggas getting hit by PT Cruisers.
Hey, so
and
we
shit.
finally
Hey,
found
no, bro,
out
don't be starting
Frankie
rumors.
got
That's
ran
right,
over
bro.
by a PT.
He brought it up. He brought it up. I didn't
It's a Nissan Altima.
Hey, the tires were bald, bro. That's why there's no traction marks.
It was a clean strike, bro.
I swear I heard some shit.
She was reaching for a bag of hot Cheetos and fucking didn't see Frankie crossing the street.
Her
She's
Cheetos
taking out
dropped.
little
Her Cheetos dropped. She
Oh,
was
my
like,
Cheetos.
She was like, oops.
was that a curb? Was that a curb?
She was like, fuck, I'm a Pisces.
Oh, no.
Nigga Frankie was screaming. It's like, what is that?
Yeah,
Hey,
you know what's
remember
fucked
how
up?
you
I
screamed?
really didn't know. No, I didn't
How'd you
know.
scream? How'd you scream?
Nah, I got up, bro, and like
My
my
leg.
shit like different ways.
Sound like that fool
I
from
was walking
SpongeBob?
that night.
How do you do? How do you
My
do?
leg.
It was like SpongeBob, bro. It was like,
My leg.
fuck, bro. Nah, hey, bro, shit. I really didn't know it was broken until I tried walking on that shit, and that shit just shifted. And
The adrenaline.
yeah, I was just like, oh shit. I was like, all right, I think it's
man.
broken. Turned out
You're
to
all
be dislocated
standing on
and
it.
fractured. And
Oh, shit.
it was all fucked
Gotta
up.
watch out for them. You know what's funny? I almost hit a Nissan Altima almost hit me today,
Break.
bro.
Dying, bro.
These girls in these Altimas, man, you gotta. Man,
How
y'all
many
gotta
plates
be
you have in
careful.
your ankle, man?
I got 2 plates and 17 screws.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's a
bro.
break.
Yeah, so I ain't getting through no metal
17
detectors without
screws.
him. Yeah, 17 screws.
Bro.
Yeah.
And are those like permanent screws?
Yeah,
Or
it's gonna
Pretty
sound
sure.
worse
They
in
haven't
6
told me shit about
months.
That's what I'm
like taking them out or
saying.
anything.
17 screws sound like the sink
It's gonna be like
at my house, bro. 17 screws and shit.
do they do this to you all the time? Is
Yeah,
that
they gotta
Yeah,
install
I
this.
grew up
fool.
with this shit.
they gotta install? It comes with an instruction manual.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Hey,
Bro, they had to
You
kill
gotta
the
oil up the
kid
screws
and
every
shit
once in a
like-
while.
17 screws is crazy, bro.
yeah, hey, bro. They told me,
Yo.
oh, it's just gonna be a few screws. When I
I
woke
had a
up, I'm
bunk
like,
bed
fuck.
before.
I'm
That
like,
shit was
hey, how many
like 10
do I have?
screws, bro.
The
That's
guy's like,
normal.
you got
Like,
1,
yeah, that's
2,
crazy.
3, 4, 5. I was like, wait, how many fucking do I have? He's like, you got 17. And I'm like, bro, what
Yeah,
the
that's
fuck? I was told a
wild.
few.
You feel all them shits drilling to you?
Nah, bro, I was asleep when they did this shit.
Imagine. Oh, dude.
Dude,
Nah, hey, they showed me
that's
some crazy shit, bro.
ridiculous.
Because I thought my shit was bad until they showed me some like pictures today when I went to physical therapy.
Mm-hmm.
And then like they were saying like, yeah, if it was any worse, like it would have been like the whole outside setup. Like that's when your bones like completely
Whole
crushed.
shit would have been crooked.
Yeah, like that's when they got like the big old fucking like metal fucking shit, like
Oh,
metal
that
ring
would
around your
have been
shit.
nuts, dude.
Yeah, like, my ass would
Because
not be
niggas can like
moving.
walk up to you and like screw that shit.
Yeah,
Just
bro.
stop it, bro.
You never seen somebody do that?
Nah, bro. Hey, who the fuck were you hanging around?
No, well, no. I've never seen somebody, but in like movies and shit. Like,
No.
Okay. Jamal said it like he said. They just
I should have set that up.
They just rolling around with screwdrivers.
Hey man, that's the Taco Bell.
I was like, oh dang, that
He's like-
sucks. You,
he's like, hey,
you
watch
broke
this,
your
watch
neck.
this shit.
Ah, fuck. Like,
And Jamal's like, oh yeah, let me see.
it's like,
Jamal just
oh
has
man.
a fucking 12-in-1 fucking screwdriver on him.
It's like, oh shit, your neck's fused together. Now it's not. Oh fuck, lefty loosey and shit. Like,
Oh, shit.
He's like, hey, you look a little tense today.
let me loosen you up.
Dog, that is crazy.
Yo, you guys are terrible people, man.
Yeah,
that
I
was
know. I fucked
crazy.
up. Hey, I know why I got
said
hit.
this.
I know, bro.
You trying to put this on?
I'm just listening.
You're the one.
I was telling a nice wholesome story
Hey, yo.
about Buena Park,
Oh, man.
the city I
That's
love.
crazy.
Yeah, and then
Oh my god.
Nah, just the people we went to school with.
Yeah,
I'm not,
You're
no.
literally Frankenstein with the screws.
That's your new name.
Nah, if I would have had that shit, then I would have been Frankenstein. But
Nah,
It's
you're
all
Frankenstein.
interior.
Frankenstein. Like it
Yeah,
fits.
that's
Like
who
it
you are.
works.
Yeah, it works.
Frankenstein.
Frankie
wait until I can start walking. Bro.
Frankenstein. He's alive. He's alive.
Hell yeah, bro.
Oh shit.
I'm
That's
going
tight,
home.
man.
I'm going home.
That's,
All right, thank you,
that's the
everybody.
name of the episode.
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
That's lit. That's tight.
Episode 20,
I'm not being
Frankenstein.
mad. That's kind of hard.
Juice Podcast.
I love it when a plan comes together.
It does, bro. Shit all came together, real shit.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh man.
See, y'all wouldn't have to like sit around and be like, damn, what should we name this
To be
podcast? See,
honest,
just,
this episode been just casual. There's been so many names. It could have been Mr. Mercer.
Mr. Mercer.
jeez, that shit still hurts though. man.
Mr. Mercer.
Because I'm saying that's your introduction to like the journalism as
no,
well.
for sure. No,
I'm saying there's
like,
been so many segments, like all this shit.
yeah, no, that guy's for
the
sure.
whole time, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you,
That
man.
guy's for sure a huge part of why I do what I do, and his wife, like
Was that your ultimate introduction to like the Tru100, or as far as what you
Tru
felt like you
so
can
Tru100
like you can do the journal?
Tru100 came on some. I finished my bachelor degree at Cal State Long Beach, and
Oh,
I
true.
just did not want to work.
That was under journalism. You did your
So broadcast journalism, yeah.
broadcasting. All right.
So that just came off of I was doing all these internships and building these relationships at Power 106, like working under Big Boy, and then he left and went to Real 92.3, and then I made a bunch of friends and
You gonna act like I
contacts
didn't
and
listen to him all
connections.
my life?
Bro, I grew up like
Like,
Just
I
so-
wake up listening to
You
106.
just said that name like it was
so the only
reason.
the only reason I got
You
that
know me.
internship was my mom was best friends with Fuzzy in
Okay.
college.
Okay.
So that's kind of how that was my
shit.
end.
No.
Yeah.
It was just to me like I don't mind the introduction, like,
Bro,
to a place
Big
because-
Boy is my fucking muse when it comes to radio.
Okay.
Big Boy, Sway, Ebro, and DJ Envy, and like those guys are like my.
Over Charlamagne.
Yeah, Charlamagne's cool, but
I just
like
know you mentioned Envy, so I
yeah. Like, DJ Envy more from like he made the transition from being a DJ to radio,
Mm.
and I DJ'd, and then kind of like fully went into radio.
I feel you.
So, like those four, like I'll listen to anything they do,
Mm.
right? And like I just study them all the time, just constantly, and like listen like to like their interviews and like their experiences in radio. So yeah, so Tru100Radio just came on some. I don't want to work for a big corporate company and have to wait to climb this ladder. And then I'm 35 and I'm new to the radio scene. Like I can't, I'm impatient. Like I know what I bring. I know my talent. I know my worth. I know I can do this shit.
Willing to get started
On
yourself.
my full on willpower.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, it took some time. It took some
Because
bread.
although
It
you
took
like,
some thought.
like to me, like I'm sorry to interrupt, but
Oh no, you're good.
you know, like although you look up to these people, you just feel like you're just as capable.
Exactly. And I just didn't want to wait. Like, it's not like Big Boy's gonna get fired tomorrow and then Jamal, do the morning show. No, there's a process. Like there's next in line. They're gonna look at Jay Cruz. They're gonna look at they're gonna look at all these people before they even get to me. So
Right.
I knew, answering your question from earlier, I had a niche. Like I had an avenue to start with. I had a foundation. Niche?
I said niche and shit.
So do you say so when you eat quiche? Do you say quiche?
With the accent.
With the accent, that doesn't.
That's niche.
That's Spanish though. This is a French word.
I'm sorry, bro.
That's
I don't know
crazy.
if
Kennedy.
speaks
See,
French.
Kennedy. Yeah,
Chill.
Kennedy, bro.
You're wilding
Kennedy,
on me
get
now.
it.
You're wilding on me now. I'm just saying.
He's like, I mean,
was over there like,
we on the
for
same
sure.
boat. Yeah, I was like, oh shit,
I
he's
always
I'm
said
like,
that
shit, I
word
learned
wrong.
the same word
He's
today.
like, shit, I've been saying it wrong too.
Yeah, we
Park,
educated out here.
Yeah.
He's
Say
younger.
it.
He's
Say
younger.
it, though.
Hey,
Say
He's
it.
younger,
I went
though.
to
He's
Kennedy
younger,
too,
though.
so I kind of.
He's younger though.
So it
He's
makes
younger.
sense.
But yeah, but like so
He's younger.
when I started
niche. What is
so I knew I had my
Niche.
niche. And I knew artists that I either grew up with or just knew that rapped and they were from Orange County. So once I got exposed to that around like 2017, 2018, I started a podcast called the Sunday Night Wrap Up where I only played underground hip hop. So that's kind of how I got into, Flatbush Zombies, Joey Badass, and, like Draco the Ruler and, these guys.
R.I.P. So
RIP. So That's kind of where I was like, oh, this is my element. Like this is because once I do that, there's no rules and regulations I got to go through. There's no licensing I got to go through to play some music and
bro,
shit.
honestly,
you know?
compared to that, like football journalism, it's
it's
just like a free space for you to operate.
So, but I knew I couldn't do this by myself. So at first, when I was first in college and doing it, it was I wanted to be the best. I want to be the greatest. Like Jamal Bostic is going to go down as the greatest radio host of all time.
I feel like everyone does that. Like when they first start something, you just want to be the best at it. It doesn't matter.
Terrible mindset to go into because on your way up to the top, bro, there's gonna be wins, losses, bro. You gonna go through some shit, and that's what happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's I want to win. Of course, I want to be one of the best, but I want to bring as many people as I can with me because it takes a village, right? You can be up at the top, but if you're gonna be by yourself, what's the point? You know, Kanye says it all the time before, you know, he became, but Kanye used to say it all the time,
I saw it coming right.
I didn't want to I wanted to stop myself just in case.
Nah, but you did though, so it's
Yeah,
cool.
the one time I said to myself was talking about Kanye. That's crazy. So in starting Tru100Radio, I wanted to bring my friends with me. So that's how I met George and Jules and Landy, because they went to Cal State Fullerton. I went to Cal State Long Beach, but I met YBG on some rap shit. Like,
oh, word.
So that, not me rapping, but, I saw him at a rap show. We were friends on Instagram. I was like, oh, shit. And that's when I found out he did radio. And then so I went up to Titan Radio, hung out with them, got to know all those people. And I was like, yo, like, I kind of want to do my own thing. And he was like, what? Like, I want to kind of start a radio station, but like college style. Like, we've all been in the college radio realm. Everybody's starting a fucking podcast. Why don't we be that platform to get people's voices out there? And then at the same time, put the voices of Orange County or LA or the IE or San Diego or wherever and get like the independent artist out there. Like, let's grow independent artistry from all aspects, right? Yeah. And so he was like, yeah, dude, let's do it. So him, Jules, me, and our boy Landy, we got together and we started.
Was it an easy transition?
Hell no. Because as we're starting it, the world closed down. So it's not like we could, meet up.
Can we get like rough dates? What like when was this going on?
So we did I started that Instagram page March of 2020.
Okay.
We did our first.
That's in the midst of lockdown.
Yes.
That's literally the midst of lockdown.
It was one of those things where it was like, well, fuck, I got time, so might as well work. Like that's kind of what motivated me to kind of just keep pushing forward with it. And we did our first episode of the morning routine April 14th, 2020. And I only remember that because next week we did the 420 episode. And I smoked in my garage, Neil smoked in his garage, George, like,
wish I was there.
He doesn't want to smoke with us.
I know.
Listen, I met y'all how long ago?
I want no excuses, Jamal.
Listen, hey, next week.
Look,
next week, my birthday party, we all smoking. All right,
bro. I seen that.
Next week,
we gonna get into that.
Yeah,
bro.
Damn. So April 2020 is when we started off, and it was just us. It was just us five with Neil, and just one show, the morning routine. So that was kind of just what we were pushing, and we were gaining a following. That's how I met Viliami. That's how I met Maserati Shells. That's how I met Noah Alvarez from My Mike and I. We brought him on, and then in turn met Jacob, and then just started meeting all these people, and kind of seeing what the voices of Orange County were. Doughboy Tony and fucking Travis Chase, Buena Park legend, by the way. Who else? Dang, like Juice Kid. All these dope artists from my neck of the woods, man. Like, I didn't have to go far. So, and then, just linking up with all these other creators and entrepreneurs out here, like you guys and like the unapologetic guys, and, and just seeing how passionate you guys are about starting your thing keeps me going, because I had that same passion. I was almost going to say when I was y'all age. But listen, this 28 shit is kind of getting to me.
Bro, to be honest, I know what you mean, just in terms of getting this started. Like, it has to do with, like, you would have been our age, and it's just like, although I have this whole goal and all that, like to have people around you with the same goal and mindset, you know, because you mentioned a bunch of people. To me, it has to do with people around you wanting to do the same thing.
Exactly.
Personally, bro, like as I say, bro, like doing this pod with them. If it was just my idea, like it wouldn't be on the same level of like even wanting to pursue that shit if it wasn't other people involved. So
I mean,
you, bro.
teamwork makes
I
the
get
dream
you.
work, bro. It's about synergy, man. You know, so I had to learn that. Like, if I would have had these tools I have now when I was 22, 23, Tru100Radio might be even farther. But I mean, fuck, we've been growing crazy in the last year through a pandemic.
Right.
So, like, now that shit's kind of opening up and, you know, we're able to do all these things and have these shows and, you know, be in a studio space with Andy and meeting dudes like Andy, bro. Like, it's kind of just been cool. It's been like a whirlwind, like a, what's that shit called in Westerns when the thing that rolls? Tumbleweed. It's been just the tumbleweed
Andy,
that's
mic,
been
bro.
growing.
Andy, you just need the mic, man. Talk to us, man.
You know, so the
Talk to us.
tumbleweed's been growing and, you know, it's only getting bigger. So, I mean, it's...
The only tumbleweed reference I know is Afro Man.
Wow.
I'm just saying, bro.
I'm
He's
mad
the
at
only
you.
gentleman.
I had
It's
to
the only
think
one you
about
need
it.
to
I was
know.
like,
You need
what the
to
fuck?
know.
Oh, smoking on tumbleweed. Okay.
Smoking that tumbleweed.
This nigga. Did you know what tumbleweed was when you first heard that song?
What?
Singing them dirty rap songs.
Never
Stop
mind, bro.
playing.
That-
Yeah,
that's-
I know about the cold.
Hey,
Stop
look,
playing. You know
I
about
was
the
gonna say,
cold.
yeah, let's go
I
for
mean,
the
look,
vibe.
hey, look, I love
There's
that
no
song.
tumbleweeds in Cali, so that's my own tumbleweed reference. That's basically.
I mean,
why
not
stopped
in
it.
our area of Cali, but probably in like the high desert, maybe.
That's not Cali.
This nigga,
That's not
he said,
Cali.
"Fuck Death Valley."
That's not, bro. Bakersfield.
That's not Cali. That's not-
all that shit. Nah,
Fuck
Whatever
Bar-
they're considered.
He said, "Fuck Barstow, California." Nobody goes there.
Barstow.
It's the home
That's
of the,
definitely
that's the home of the
Barstow.
first Del Taco, dog. You didn't know that?
Barstow?
Del Taco was born in Barstow.
In
California.
Barstow?
Yeah.
yeah.
You might just hit me
No
with
wonder
some-
that shit's nasty.
what the-
Y'all didn't know that,
Hit me with some random knowledge.
bro? Yeah.
No wonder. Shit's
You know, like
nasty, bro.
he
That
said,
shit's nasty, bro.
that makes total sense.
They had no
Complete
cultural influence, huh?
None.
You don't like Del Taco?
Nah.
So would you prefer Taco Bell over Del Taco?
I would just
Or just
prefer
like,
Albert
it's-
tacos. Or
Right,
Right,
yeah,
like actual Mexican
Yeah, actual, like,
something.
tacos.
I feel that. I respect
Tacos
that.
Betos or something.
Tacos.
Yeah.
I would just prefer a whole like a
I ain't
real
mad at you,
taco
though.
joint.
Yeah, I feel that. Like, and it's funny because like I have a lot of Mexican friends, obviously, but
Uh-huh.
all my friends that don't know how to speak Spanish, I call them Taco Bell Mexicans because
Chill.
Hey, chill, bro.
they're not real
They
good.
feel violated.
That's one right there, bro.
Oh, you a Taco Bell
Hey,
Mexican?
bro, chill.
Hey, oh man, look.
And the worst part is, bro, my household, they
Damn.
all speak Spanish, bro. So I don't know what the fuck's going on.
But see, that's how it always is. It's like, bro, like
Hey, I'm just up in that bitch like,
I
see.
know your family speaks nothing but Spanish. What happened to you? Like,
No.
like,
bro.
aquí,
Looking for
allá.
See.
the thumbs up is crazy.
Aquí, sí, y'all know.
All right, orale.
Oh man.
I'm like, ¿tú también?
He's all,
Chill.
Two top
Everything out.
Oh yeah, so Taco Bell Mexican. So if you ever see a Mexican that
Nah,
don't
bro,
speak
my wife gonna
Spanish,
kill me for this shit, bro. She is.
I might gotta
She
take
be like, you
that
act like you ain't learned
reference.
shit.
Hey, yo, you use a Taco Bell type?
Nah. Bro, I'm Max. I actually just got Taco Bell earlier with Max.
of course you did.
I did. I'm not gonna front. It was good too.
the Taco
You had to juice up, dog. What the fuck?
Hey, I had some juice with it too.
That's you, bro. You all know.
That's funny,
I'm
Frankie.
not gonna
I'm-
take that. I'm not gonna
See,
take
no, I'm
that.
glad you're like admitting these things. See, this is the
Oh,
beauty
shit.
of podcasting.
Nah,
Like,
cause see, I
That's
like
funny as hell.
motherfuckers don't see that shit acting like acting like he ain't that.
Oh
Nah,
man.
they motherfuckers know.
right now, but like, you know, the beauty of podcasting is you're able to open up to your listeners, right? You know, you're able to-
Yeah.
it's an intimate space. You know, Frankie admitting he got hit by a Nissan Altima and him being
With the PT Cruiser, bro.
oh PT Cruiser, my
No,
bad.
no. I'll take the Ultima over the PT Cruiser.
PT Cruiser with spinning
Oh, it's
rims.
a PT Cruiser,
fits
bro.
the story.
Yeah, whatever makes you feel better, dog.
Whatever
Hey,
fits
look,
the
I
story,
like the
G.
Ultima with the ball tires. Better. I like that better.
The ball type.
Hey, yo.
well, we might catch some flack for the she dropped her Cheetos one. That was crazy. Yeah, no.
Oh, shit.
Because some girl driving the Altima listening to
Oh,
the podcast
man.
is like, so you talking
I
shit on
ain't
me
gonna
dropping
lie,
my
I've been
Cheetos?
crying this whole ep.
Hey, look,
This
this,
Yeah,
is
man.
kinda-
Thank you.
Damn,
laughter. Sometimes you just need to laugh, man. Sometimes,
True.
you know, sometimes you got those episodes. What? So you guys have interviewed a handful of artists so far.
Yeah.
Was there an interview you guys?
That's our first question.
Yeah,
Talk
look,
to us.
I'm inherently I'm an interviewer, so you know.
Talk to us.
Usually when I go on other people's podcasts, I'm asking
let's
questions and
do it.
shit.
No,
They're just like, "Yo, this is my
I'm
podcast."
prepared.
I'm not.
I'm prepared.
I am not.
So, was there ever an interview that you felt you weren't prepared for, or
All of them.
where you feel like it went left?
Glad
like
all of
you
them.
were-
I'm gonna be the only one that said that.
Really?
Yeah, that's just me speaking. But
Because even when like I do feel prepared, I like ultimately when I go in, like come in, I'm like kind of just almost blank out, and then it kind of just
Mhm.
Yeah, man. I mean, sometimes
it kind of just flows better though.
we
that
give
way.
ourselves topics and list of topics just to go off of, and we always end up.
Yeah, because
going
that's what we did the
left.
first like couple. We
You know
did
what I
like
mean?
would come in with a list of topics, and then like after like 2 or 3, maybe just fucking toss the list. And
Yeah.
That happens.
yeah, because naturally, even with this, like like even with you, like we had the Tru100 segment, but that came in probably an hour in. Like we did a
you
whole
know,
bunch of other stuff.
all the
like,
shenanigans.
like,
yeah,
yeah, so
Yeah,
naturally,
yeah.
like whatever we have planned, it doesn't necessarily always go as planned. So I feel like the first question stems a whole, like, even just conversation rather than interview,
I feel that.
because I feel like a conversation is different than in terms of you just answering segments. Like it's just like question by question.
Well,
type shit, you know?
and most of the time, that's gonna happen a lot, right?
Mhm.
Where
Yeah.
you know, depending on the person you're interviewing, it's kind of gonna go like, if you can tell when an artist is engaged in an interview
right.
by their first 2 replies to a question,
Yeah.
how
What do you mean
comfortable
by
they
that?
are. So, say I'm sitting with an artist, and we get into the process of making their album,
Mhm.
and then they give a short answer,
Right.
like, oh, I just went to the studio, and I had these rhymes written down for a little bit, and we just cooked it up, that was it, that's how the album came together. They don't want to be there, right?
Yeah.
So
You can just feel that energy.
yeah. So what I've learned is you kind of got to mix it up. You kind of got to make it a conversation piece. Oh, so you had so and so producing. How'd you meet this dude? Like what? How'd that come together?
Right.
And then they'll go into, oh, I just love how this dude put a sound together. I've always loved this vision. I was a fan of this song he made, blah, blah, blah. And then that inspired me. And then I listened to this one track. I listened to some Curtis Mayfield. And then, it inspired me. I was like, yo, can we sample this? And that's how this track came together. And then, it kind of blended in with the end of the album. And, blah, so then they kind of expand on their own
Mhm.
and then talk about, the other producers or whatever and other artists that they wanted on the song.
Right.
And that's engaging, right?
Yeah.
So a question that you thought you were only going to get like a 30-second answer to turns to like the first 5-6 minutes of the
Yeah,
interview.
like it borderline shaped the interview.
Mhm.
Kind of like
Yeah.
like the album question did nothing, but the the producer question
So
made you actually want to
you
talk.
gotta you gotta let your questions, let your first 2 questions shape how you want the interview to go.
Word.
And that
So how do we do with you?
you did good, man. So I mean, we already kind of started off talking shit, so
Yeah,
like
that's
it was
what-
kind of just easy. But
yeah, I gotta ask, like, how you feel like?
we'll see. For me,
we
though,
shaped your interview as well.
I feel like I'm a bad example just because
Why?
as an interviewer myself, I kind of know how to take over a podcast, right? And I just keep kind of like talking and rambling, right? I mean, without obviously like being overbearing
bro.
and like
No.
taking over,
Bro,
like,
it
oh,
matters 'cause the
this is my
camera-
show now,
Bro,
know?
to me it matters because the camera doesn't stop running and the mic is still recording. So
Yeah,
like all them dead spaces matter for as far as the guests even
True.
speaking, as far as what they want to get across as well,
Yeah, no, like you guys are doing great. Like, it's all about making people feel comfortable. So when we start off with the fucking shuffling story,
You're gonna need that performance
You know,
as well.
Yeah,
Nah,
Frankie in the booth.
That's behind the camera.
yeah, I
behind
ain't
the
shuffling till you
scenes.
start jerking, nigga. That's what we gonna do.
Oh, word?
A word? I was playing.
I'll do it. Bro.
I just got off the
Hey,
gym,
he's
bro. I
playing.
just got off the gym.
He's
bro.
playing
Come
because
on,
I
my
would have
legs.
reject right
Shout
now.
out to Jim.
My legs.
playing.
My legs,
I
bro.
would've
Triple dub.
Right,
Uh,
nigga. Bro, I wish,
Drop
nigga,
the
I
triple
was-
Hey, got 10
No.
turnovers, 10
Yes,
rebounds.
no, I've
10
been feeling this
assists.
crazy cramp in my hamstring for like the last 2 weeks.
chill.
And I'm waiting for it to happen at this point, bro. No matter how much I stretch, but I feel, because I'm always the type of person, cramps happen to me at the worst time. So I feel like it's gonna happen to me while I'm driving. And like I'm
That's
just gonna be like,
kinda
So
hey,
what about
fuck.
while shuffling?
This guy.
See,
bro.
that's why he's gonna
He's trying to
prevent
push
it.
his
That's why he's
shit.
driving it tonight.
He's trying to push his shit.
I'm
Look.
in the driving
You
guy.
fucked up by talking about it, bro. 'cause
you
now
can
you're probably gonna have to do it before
But
you
this
leave.
is
shuffle.
Frankie's fault though. That's crazy. That was crazy.
Basically,
we should make
right?
Frankie
You
shuffle.
got it.
Fuck. Him and all 17 screws,
new
bro.
theta.
Like, geez.
Hey, give me my crutches.
Theta
I'll be
mu
right now.
theta. I'll step. No, I won't step. That also requires.
Damn, he said, oh,
I was like,
motherfuckers almost got me.
Right? That's bonus content, bro. That's when y'all,
That you gotta pay for.
right.
That
That's
you
when
gotta
y'all start getting big and charging niggas.
Patreon.
For the Patreon. Yeah, that's Patreon content. Look, we can't be giving shit out for free, y'all. Look, can't be giving out
That's
these
the
gems
next
for free.
venture. You feel me? We trust
Right.
content creating.
So,
Right.
what's up, man? What you got going on for your birthday coming up?
So, at FTG January 20th, we're having a little birthday get together for myself. How it came about. So usually my birthday, like as I've gotten older, I haven't taken my birthday much serious because I'm like, it's just another year older. I'll just go to Dave & Buster's with my friends. We'll get drunk and call it a day. And then whoever's my girl at the time, like, hey, come over. That sounds terrible. Now I said that. Whoever's my girl.
I was gonna let you formulate.
Jesus
I was gonna let you break it all
Whoever's
down.
my girl at
to
the
the
time, just come through.
Damn,
Fuck.
Jamal got it like that.
I didn't know. Hey,
look,
he's balling, huh?
When you run the number one radio in Orange County,
Listen,
He said
I'm
they
at
just
a-
lined
I'm at a-
up.
I'm at a different
This
point in my
was
life
kicking
now.
his
Listen.
shit. He's kicking his
I
shit.
moved my shit in my
Knocking his
fucking-
screws loose.
fucking-
He said, "That's my dick." Ow! Fuck.
That was Carmen's ass right there.
See, look, you better stop fucking around. I was like, "Did you just say his
Oh
name?"
my
Look.
God.
Yeah, no, that's
Relax,
there's a
bro,
woman in the room too. Her face
relax.
changed too, and I said, "It's just like
I know. Olivia was just like, yeah. No.
this nigga's a dog." I don't know if my man should
She
be.
said, you were no
Right.
longer part of the radio show.
I don't know if
Jose.
I don't know if you should be hanging around that Jamal guy. You said he does what at the radio
He's
station?
like, thank God I came for this show.
I don't need none of his influence on her.
She's like, now I know exactly what type of guy he is. Made my judgment. And I give him the
Correct.
thumbs down.
I knew it. Unfollowing
Just on the
200
couch,
radio.
just
She's
boom.
like, and talk.
It's like he was cool until he did the lesbian shit. That was when
No, she was like, I should have known from the
I should have
start.
known from the jump.
She was like, he dragged me off for 50 more
It's a wrap.
minutes.
I gave him 50 minutes to get his shit together, and he just
Y'all
totally,
gotta throw this whole
he
shit
totally
out.
jumped. It's like, you know what?
Olivia's like, there is no episode 20.
Don't put this episode out. We're doing
You
something
didn't
else.
change your opinion at all.
You just made it worse.
I didn't even say anything bad about the. What did I even say? Oh, because I wore flannels like a lesbian. That's what I said.
He did say that shit.
If you didn't hear it the first time, you heard it out.
Yeah, no, yeah.
He emphasized it.
Nothing bad. It's a really good style choice. Like people always compliment my flannel game, so it's fine. But anyway, so my birthdays, I'm just never really took it seriously. So last time we were at FTG, True Fest was such a success that they've always wanted us back. And I forgot what show we were at. We're at Sage the Wisest show. And that was a long ass show, bro. We were there for like 4 hours. But shout out to Sage. The girl Kelly, shout out to Kelly, man. It's my girl, man. It's my man. She comes up to me and goes, "Oh, we really want you guys to come back. Like, here's the dates we have available." And the first one she said was January 20th. And I was like, that's kind of funny. That's the day before my birthday. She was like, "Oh, you should do a birthday show." I was like, I should do a birthday show. And I told Jules, because she's our creative genius. She's our creative director, man. Like anything that goes on as far as like the dope, like
Yo, shout out to
backgrounds
Jules,
and
bro. She was there
designs.
at the meeting.
That's her. Yeah.
Broke down
Jules-
half the stuff for us. back
Yeah,
then.
Jules. Yeah, Jules.
So Jules, bro.
She gave us a lot of free games.
So
I
yeah,
got
so
some
as
edibles from her at the show.
oh, so y'all dealing
Slew
drugs
Series.
with okay.
I was
that's
at the
what we're
show,
doing.
you feel me?
200.
So Slew Series,
But no,
man.
so what's cool about the dynamic of George and Jules? So I'm in charge of the whole shit, right? But like George is he's like my right hand, right? Like he speaks like he just know, like he's a business guy. So, I mean, I'm a business guy too, but like I'm real serious when it comes to business. So like I don't want to be off-putting to people when we're doing like in that meeting. That's why I said we should have recorded that speech, because that's probably the best I'm ever gonna do without sounding like an asshole or,
Basically, he said, if you want to come to death row.
I put the gun in the contract on the table. Nah. I put my cigar out and I was like, listen, niggas.
Hey, he was like,
first off, Jules, lock the door. Where the Rottweiler at? Pulled the Rottweiler out from the back. I was like, listen, this is gonna go one way.
Y'all gonna say you're gonna agree and you're gonna go ahead and accept and you're gonna walk out the door.
Y'all signing this paper one of two ways, independent with your blood to pick one. All right. That's not what happened.
Ain't no ready.
That's not what happened. It was a really good conversation. But
we about to be the Pac of the station. I'm gonna let y'all know right now.
It's like they signed a 3-year deal. They owe me 100 episodes in that deal.
Wait a minute.
I'm fucking with you. See, he said, "Whoa, shit! I was trying to get out of here after 40. Cuz what the fuck?"
I was like, I didn't even know we had a quota.
It's like, shit, we got deadline now? Fuck. No, it was a really good meeting. But no, so like Jules and George, they're more of the speakers. Like they can talk up the station almost better than I can, but like I just let them do it because like my first impressions with people usually either never go well or like I kind of like something about me kind of strikes fear in a person, right? Because when I come into a room, it's not like I walk in smiling, right? Like I'll walk in and just be like, in case some shit gotta pop off, I gotta gauge the room, right? Mm-hmm. And you know, the tone of my voice, and you know, I'm not I wouldn't consider myself like I'm a nice person, right? But I don't come off as the nicest person. Like if I like someone, I'm talking shit to them. Like that's just kind of just how I've always been.
It's just naturally roasting.
You know? It doesn't work for the women in my life, but you know, that's just kind of my personality. I'm no Ike Turner, but you know, like I'll say some shit.
Damn, bro.
Was that strike three? Was that strike three?
You gotta.
I'm no Ike Turner. That's a good thing, right? I'm no Ike Turner.
Comparison, but you went. I get where you're coming from. I know where you're trying to go with this, but
like I'm. Should I have said Chris Brown? I don't.
You should have said
okay, that's it.
No women abusers.
You shouldn't have said anyone.
I don't mistreat women. There, I don't mistreat women.
I just like to make fun of them.
I just to me, my thing, you just didn't have to compare yourself to any of them.
True. You know, you're right. I could have just said. I could have just said I'm an equal opportunity shit talker. Left it at that. Equal opportunity.
Just been a roaster.
Because see, I could have made a joke out of that. Women want equal rights. They get equal rights from me. You know. But I didn't. I didn't go that route. I ended up going that route. This is look. I've been working out, so you know my.
You're what, bro? What's going on with you? What's going on with you?
My functions, you know, I mean, I feel good.
Hey, Jamal got into it with a few women, all right, over the machines, all right?
No.
We've been on this for an
hour.
Going on.
Actually, I almost got crossed up by a girl on the basketball court and I had to foul her. So that's probably the most aggressive. It's probably the most aggressive I've been with a woman in like.
Hey, Jamal fucking and
like she almost got me if I didn't take a step back to regroup. I just grabbed her. I was like, oh no, fuck that. Like, I was like,
you ain't scoring no.
You're not putting me on an IG reel. Fuck that.
She's like, let go. He was like, no.
Someone in the background. Whoa.
Hey, Jamal's like, I'm not being on House Highlights.
Right? No, I
swear.
I felt the dudes on my team was like, oh shit. So I was like, oh nope. Didn't even try to go for the steal. I was like, nah. Like
for the clothesline.
And one. You know. But anyway, George and Jules, they're great. They're great. Like George does the outreach, so he reaches out to all the artists and stuff for shows and everything. He's our voice for shit like this because you get me in a meeting and I start making terrible comparisons and using dark humor and that I could be off-putting. So George and Jules, shout to them. I love them to death. So they were there actually. Yeah, George going to fucking Laker games all the time now.
Now he went to a Clippers game.
Now he's at a Clippers game.
See, the Lakers game was alright, but the Clippers.
Yeah. I don't know. It's for his dad's birthday. It's fine.
Happy birthday.
So yeah, and also spinning back to my birthday, Jules was like, "All right, well, tell me what you want. Then let's get it going." So I hit up Viliami. Like, hey, I know we're doing a New Year's party for you, but do you want to perform for my birthday? He was like, yeah, as long as we taking shots of Hennessy in the parking lot. Sure. Okay. Viliami's in. And then I looked at YBG. I was like, YBG, you want to perform? Sure. As long as we smoke a blunt before the show. You guys just want me to be just like not sober for my birthday. This is great.
That's all you're gauging from everything.
He's like,
yeah.
oh, for sure.
Okay, cool. If this is what I need to get you to do to perform, like you could have just said yes, but it's fine. And then I'm kind of just thinking, I was like, well, it's my birthday. I kind of want my birthday to be special, so why not have artists that are great, that I think are dope, but also artists that I grew up with and that I really consider friends also perform. Viliami and YBG are also great friends. I talk to them more often than I talk to my own grandparents, and I live with them sometimes. But
someone more like a Travis Chase.
Yeah, so that's how I got Travis Chase, and then I got the Trip, which is Devontae, Cam, and Matt.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out to them. And I got my boys, the Mega Towers, who are from the IE. But how I met them is I worked security at the Honda Center, and that's how we all kind of became friends and just talking about hip hop and wrestling and shit and smoking weed at work in the parking lot. So that's how we all kind of came about and just became cool and shit. And so that's how I put the show together. Like, these are my friends, these are my people. And, we're going to invite station listeners and our close friends that, that are on the station and that, we fuck with. And, it's going to be a fun time. It's going to be a party, It's at FTG. Shout out to FTG. They've always fucked with us. So, we just figured I'm going to do something special this year because, the pandemic, I couldn't really do anything last year. I didn't want to do anything last year. And, we rocking safely, of course. So, if you sick, stay your ass home.
Yeah, fuck that.
Listen,
all that shit.
We don't need, as much as I love B2K, Omarion is not allowed at this show. You feel me? No Omarion at this show. I love B2K. All right. Icebox is probably my favorite song to cry to.
Bad part of Icebox.
Not January 20th.
Okay, were you dancing to that shit though, Jamal?
Icebox? Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
You never done that? You never?
No, I just gotta double check.
You never danced?
I'm sorry, I'm dirty. I did it.
You seen You Got Served though, right?
Yeah, like
the you never danced in the rain to that song?
Why does Frankie know the whole fucking movie?
Bro, you got served?
To no Icebox though.
What? You never danced?
No.
Did you ever dance to One Wish?
No.
What?
All right,
What was
you lost me on that one,
like? What were you going through?
I'm sorry, bro. I was with you until you said one. Yeah,
you never been heartbroken before?
I wasn't dancing to it. I was probably crying and
so
sad.
hurt that you was
like, that's why I started rapping.
Wait, am I the only one that let R&B influence me to do these things?
He was looking out the fucking shower window, bro.
He started robot
into heartbreak. This was dead ass.
That's crazy.
Like,
when it was raining, he'd like open up his windows. All
bro,
fucking,
this
like,
was
look out the window and shit. Just.
This was like 2 years ago, bro. Got my heart broken, bro, and it rained the next day.
And you were outside.
Bro, I listened to the
One
whole.
Wish should not come out. No,
I made.
Jamal knew. I know Jamal was.
I made a playlist. It's actually on the Tru100 Spotify.
All sad to you?
Called Low Sad Boys.
Hey, that's why he started shuffling outside and shit.
In the rain.
He said 2 years ago. Like,
it's
I'm
just
trying
a
to think,
playlist
like,
of sad.
what was
music.
dropping then? What, Mad City?
This nigga, no. So
years ago,
it's just a bunch of just like 90s R&B, and like
yeah.
there's a lot of Drake on there. Obviously, Marvin's Room. What else? A bunch of shit, like a bunch of Drake. There's they don't know by John B. Come on. That's, Icebox. A lot of Brett Fires now because now I'm starting to get toxic.
I kind of fuck with him heavily.
So
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, Low Sad Boys. That's my favorite playlist. I listen to it pretty regularly.
Why'd it put me on? Low Sad Boys.
Bro, it's on the Tru100Radio Spotify page. So go on True. It's on our. It's just in the link in our bio.
I'm gonna be on to that. I promise you.
Yeah, no. I'll send it to you guys. I'll send it to
please,
you.
bro.
Likewise
to your link, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
hey,
how can we link you as well?
Oh shit, social media. So my social media is at Jamal Cinco Uno.
Okay.
JamalCincoUno.
Man's just taking that Ocho Cinco.
It's so that's kind of how it came about. My sophomore year of high school. Well, Chad Johnson is my favorite football player.
You know, I really thought it was Uno Cinco until I learned it was Quince. I was so mad.
Hey yo,
Taco Bell Mexicans again, bro. I swear. No, but
hey, bro, your post didn't help any, bro. Your post didn't help any.
Say that.
Hey, bro, especially when I saw it said Cinco Uno, I was like, oh, okay, so it is Uno Cinco. All right, like.
So I'm not allowed to roast you for that?
No, not anymore. I know better now.
I know better now.
Hey, if I was 17, all right, bro. But
I thought I was gonna go to the grave with that. I just gotta get it out.
Yeah, see, Frankie just let it
I
all
just gotta
out.
put it out there.
Wow, bro. Learning so much today.
And also, you can
That's
follow
what I'm
Tru100
saying.
Radio at Tru100Radio on Instagram. So TRU, the number 1 HUNDRED Radio on Instagram, and then on Twitter it's at Tru100, and we have a Facebook page too. So like that, share that. Then we got a YouTube channel and all that stuff. We got the
Likewise, bro.
website.
Like real quick, if you could speak on the venture that we have going with you, as far as
So
Juice podcast linking with Tru.
we had
some main reason for this whole.
we
episode
had
as
the
well.
death row meeting, and basically,
Hey, I remember when I walked in,
Don't
Jamal fucking
purpose
kicked
it
over my
like
crutch
that.
and shit.
You
And he's like,
can't,
let that be a sign in case you guys want to try to run.
I volunteered to help this nigga up the stairs. That's
what I'm
crazy.
saying. You really did.
I waited for him at the
He's
top
like,
of the stairs.
do
and
you
shit.
need me to carry you? And
This
Frankie's
guy was
like,
fucking. This guy was
no.
fucking with you. He was trying to knock your hat off your head. Like that was.
I remember as soon as I got to the stairs, Jamal
I
was
thought that
like,
was
all right, go back down now.
I thought that was Sparta kicked him down the stairs. Can you imagine?
No.
It's like Frankie, we don't need you at this meeting. Bow.
He's like, go back to the car.
Wait the car.
Y'all are wild.
Nah, we didn't do that. We didn't do that.
Nah, they did patiently wait for me. They did patiently wait for me.
That shit took forever, dog. Low
Yeah,
key, I was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
bro,
it
it's
did.
cold out here.
Actually,
This fool's
no,
hopping one
he was
stair at a
moving low
time.
key fast,
that's
like
crazy.
for being in crutches. Like
He caught a rhythm.
Yeah. He caught a rhythm like halfway.
Oh, man.
But no, we basically met up. You guys are interested in joining the station, and doing a radio show on top of doing the podcast, which you guys had some really great ideas, and I thought they were dope. So the Juice podcast will also be a radio show on top of the podcast. So if you guys enjoy the podcast, you guys will enjoy the radio show.
How you feel as far as us joining?
You hear that,
what you
everybody?
got going on?
It's gonna be dope. You guys will be the first live, well, for the sake of this, the first live show on Tru100 Radio. So kudos to you guys.
Thank you.
Likewise,
that
so
title.
Thank you for the
hitting it-
opportunity.
bro.
You got
Likewise,
that
hitting us
title.
up, bro.
Hey man,
I
no,
gotta say that, I gotta.
hey, look,
Thank you.
shout
I
out.
Reach
gotta,
out.
like personally, I gotta dissect why you even fuck with us in the first place. You know,
Look, so shout out
Realistically.
to George. George put me on to you guys. Like I said, well, I caught wind of the podcast because I follow Frankie and I saw you starting a podcast.
All right,
So I was like, oh shit, like he's starting a podcast, like that's cool. So, of course I watched the first episode. Well, listen to the first episode. And I liked what you guys are doing. And
appreciate it, bro.
as we were
honestly.
going, so it was one of these things where I was like, I'm kind of just give them time to kind of like build their shit. Like I didn't want to go after the first episode and be like, hey, join Tru100 Radio. 'Cause that kind of would have fucked the trajectory up. So I feel like, you give something time to build, right? To where you guys felt comfortable to be like, oh yeah, we can do this. Like I instead of kind of just throwing into that lion's den of, oh, now I'm learning podcasting and radio.
Right.
Kind of let us like go.
That's
in
a
our
lot.
own mold.
Yeah, that's a lot. So once you guys got comfortable and got like a show concept down and, got comfortable doing this, being in this space, doing a radio show is easy. Like it's, it's easy. So
For sure.
just felt like it was the right time. You guys are three
Thank you
dope
as well, bro.
guys.
Thank
You
you.
guys got an original concept.
Thank
You know, it wasn't just another, group of three homies. It's like, oh, we're bored. Let's go buy some fucking podcasting equipment and fucking put something out on YouTube.
I feel you, bro.
You know?
Honestly, like we wouldn't have had direction if it weren't for Jose. And I say that because it like dictated how I'm able to come here and approach even asking you questions as well,
Yeah,
so
man.
it's been like it made the transition easy for you to even fuck with us because we were like we approach on a certain level of like the professionalism, I should
Yeah.
say.
And like I
That was the
said,
word I was
and like I
searching for,
said the
my
other night, Tru100, we're a family. So, when you're a part of the team, you're a part of the team, bro. And whatever help you guys need, we got y'all. So, y'all part of the family. The only gift I can give y'all is stickers right now. So y'all got y'all stickers.
We did, bro.
So y'all got
Man,
paid
I'm about to
already.
go put that shit on my back.
Nah,
Yeah, I was
bro,
like,
you got
we-
bro, you got
Put it
business
on your
cards as
boot,
well,
this
bro.
guy-
Right there.
I do have, so I need to
Like,
change
don't
those.
just downplay to
Well,
just
no,
the stickers,
so
bro.
here's the crazy thing about those
I got the
business
business
cards.
card
I need
first
to, I
before I
need to
ever got a
change
sticker,
my
you know?
business card because I didn't realize it had my address on it.
Mm.
So if I got beef with somebody,
It would just
pull
slid
up.
on you.
and they was like, "Yo, like,
I
didn't
know
Jamal? Did that nigga Jamal give
right.
you his business card?
Yeah.
Is this the office? Oh no, it says apartment number 5.
Right.
Oh, that's you know, that was on me. You know,
So the card I have,
Trial
I
and
can
error,
give to
trial and
enemies.
that's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's
bro.
you see
for
you
a
see,
price.
That's
Yeah, they already
it be your
fine.
own people too. See, all skin folk ain't kin folk. That's you see this shit. All skin folk
That's
ain't.
what we call it for the night.
Episode 20. All skin folk ain't kin folk. That's kind of fire. You never heard that before?
I'm just saying for the ending.
Oh, yeah,
I'm just saying for the ending, bro.
That's my quote. That's my
right? Yeah,
that's my
New
that's
name
my
for the podcast.
hits, bro.
Hey, that's Jamal's opening line every time now.
right. No, that might have to be my new shit. But no,
That's gonna be the intro.
yeah, no. So so we try to be as professional as we can, and I feel like that's helped us a lot as far as like how people see us and want to join us because y'all niggas ain't getting paid. I ain't getting paid, so.
Yeah, no. Honestly,
we're
it's
all in
literally
this
all a
together.
showcase.
Yeah, no,
All
like
just a showcase.
and like this isn't like I wanted to run this like a college radio station, like because I feel like that's where our lane is. Like we're like Sirius XM, bro. Like there's the creators are just free to create. Like I don't want to put any crazy like don't say this on air. Like, I mean, don't, obviously I know how to be politically correct. There's some things you shouldn't say. But, like I don't want to put you guys in a bubble, in a box. And that's how I felt going into this as far as like not wanting to be a part of like corporate radio is I didn't want to be put in a box. Like nobody's going to put a filter on what I need to say. So why am I going to do it to people I bring on the station? So, I just want the creators to create and have a free space to create. And when you feel like y'all getting big and getting, Joe Rogan money, get the fuck out, bro. Like shit. Like y'all, hey, we're just a platform to help y'all. Once y'all make it big, if y'all want to stay,
honestly,
cool.
Like, you saying a platform is like a major thing. We're
Yeah,
just a platform.
I mean, and obviously, once we get big, then, then we'll start, thinking about like how we can, move forward with everyone and all that stuff. But, for right now, it's kind of just, we're all learning this together. We're all putting our tools together to help people that are trying to come up like us. And then as we're all coming up, we're all coming up together. So it's building a chemistry. It's building a synergy. We're like the Lakers right now,
You're not even
2020
Lakers
Lakers.
fan.
I'm a
2020 Lakers.
diehard Lakers fan. We talked about this.
We did.
But he's from New York, though.
But I'm
New
a New
York
Yorker.
time, New York time.
I'm a New Yorker now, so you feel me? Dead ass. You feel me?
There's Eastern time and then there's New York time.
Yeah.
I get you, bro.
Season time is New York time. Yeah.
A week is 3 years in New York time.
Jamal, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you guys, man.
Appreciate it,
You don't
man.
understand,
Thank you.
bro.
Welcome to Tru100 Radio.
Thank you, Jamal. Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
Now
We're
we
excited to work
Now we
with
gotta
you,
jump
man.
y'all in. All right,
collabs,
boys,
you know?
come on out. They're ready.
Future
Goddamn it.
collabs, you know?
I'm just kidding.
True 100 with it.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Thank
This
you.
is Ozer.
Thank
I
you.
was
the
dying.
20th episode.
I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
It's a good episode.
Great episode,
Yeah.
guys.
It's honestly my favorite.
This might be
you're
you guys'
both
last
kind.
episode, but hey, listen.
Stop it.
Hey, if it is though,
I'm just kidding.
worth it.
That's
That's why you got us on the radio.
Went out with a bang.
Yo.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Ozer.
And Frankie.
Oh shit, Jamal. Yes, I didn't know. I was
Niggas grinding just a sign. I'ma go around the town. Up in my way, up in my shit. Niggas be making it sound.